Hey guys, it's Jess. I'm going to go ahead and do a live tutorial for you guys. I have considered a game for this week. I'm thinking bingo. Thank you, Soraya, for your help with that. I'm going to go ahead and post that card on there as soon as I get done here. Make sure you pick your numbers, and then on Friday, as usual, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll probably do another 8 o'clock, or we can do a 7, kind of up to you if you have a preference. Make sure you put that in the comments, or you can PM me that. So, basic stuff. Nails. These are 2 different sets that I have, and they both are sealed. However, kind of feeling that these are a little more solid. These are some of my favorites. So, I have a trick that I had come across. Thank you, all of the other people that have posted. We have found a couple of different things that may work for this. So I'm going to go ahead and try it because, like I said, these ones, the Mardi Gras, are some of my favorites. And then this one is Midnight in Manhattan, some of the other set that I had last time. And I will also do the sealing. Hopefully this time I won't forget. So basic stuff that you'll need is this, clearly a file or something to clean your nails with, something to clip them with, scissors or a way to get these open. The other ones I believe already have a serration, so you can pull them apart. However, these are already resealed, so you've got to use scissors with those. A couple of cotton swabs, because mine have a clear polish on them. I have always had a problem with them peeling, just kind of separating. Let's see if I can get you a good one, like this one. I don't know if you can kind of see how that one is separating a little bit, and you're actually able to take off layers of that nail. So this stuff, I just picked it up. You're supposed to try it three times the first, let's see, I think it's 2 times the first day, and then once a day after that, even if you have polish on. So I'm going to go ahead and do this as it says. So with nail color, apply as a base and a top coat. For best results, apply another coat every 3 days. Remove easily with nail polish remover. So I'm going to go ahead and give this guy a shot. I've never tried it before except for this time, and this was 2 coats, so that was just the first day. Anyways, I'll go ahead and take that off. I do have some vitamin E oil. You can also use the vitamin E tablets, or I'm sorry, not tablets, they're like capsules, and you can poke a hole in them, and you can kind of use that as something you can put on your nails, which is totally fine because it's literally the same thing that's in here. I was thinking an X-Acto knife. I want to do some sort of design for a couple of nails, so I'm thinking about that as we're doing this. This is regular acetone fingernail polish to take off the, polish remover, so I can take off the polish. A file, thank you from Chelsea. I won this at one of the games that we did, so this is a nice glass file. It's beautiful. It comes with a case. I'm not sure why. It doesn't quite close, but it's awfully pretty. I really, really like it. And a straightener. That's what I use to seal this Midnight Manhattan, so I'm going to give that another shot. Seems to work pretty good. They're not, they seem pretty flexible still, and the air, you can feel that there's air still in there, so it's excellent. Okay, so clean them, cut them, take off the polish. It's pretty much the situation here. And thank you guys for all of your comments about my son. He joined the Navy. He'll be the first in our immediate family to join the Navy, so it's kind of a new deal for us. My husband and I are both prior Army. My dad was Marines and Army. His dad was Army. So we've got military on both sides of our family, and we feel very strongly that everyone should give to the country. I think it makes a big difference when you're growing up. You respect people more. and decisions that are made, because most of them affect you as someone in the military. And your family, of course. But it's just a little more at home. As here, you just vote and you'll see them on your taxes, but usually in the military, it's a big deal. You'll lose your job if they decide to cut funding for different things. So, that's how I feel. So I'm extremely proud that my oldest son has joined the military. Do any of you guys have anyone in the military? You can comment that. Some of the older vets have some great stories, just in their travels, not necessarily war. And they love to tell you stories about their travels. And of course, I love to hear them. Bet I could get under there with this. I really, really like this file. And I like to curve mine down just a little bit so they're not too sharp. I hate scratching people on accident. And what do you guys like as gifts? I know Lisa's pretty much gotten everything, and she seems to love everything. So if anybody's got some ideas on some gifts that you guys would like, I have ordered some new cups, so I can go ahead and do a couple of decorating that way. I was thinking of definitely doing that as a gift. I have done a couple of those gifts already. I know not everyone is like a nail person per se. However, not all the gifts have to be about nails. So if you guys prefer something like a Starbucks card or something in that arena, that's doable. Something a little more fun. Oh, the Halloween sets are coming out tomorrow, so make sure that if you're going to get some of those, you get on there as soon as they post. I'm going to make sure that I try and get that. I know that I'm working tomorrow at that time, but as soon as I get that post, I will make sure that you guys know. It may or may not be a picture. And one of them is glow in the dark. There's a cat one. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. One is spiders. So if you don't like spiders, make sure you pick the right one. And then of course, if there's a problem with you guys ordering them, there's a delay, or it says that they're already out of stock, let me know. I guarantee I can get them for you. It may take a little bit of time to track them down or wait for them to even come in, but I can get them for you. And I know most of you know I finally got a new job. Right now it's part-time to fill it in, so I'll be fully employed. And then in a little bit, as soon as I'm done with the college, I will be full-time employed with this other employer, which will be great. I'm super excited about that too. So a lot of good things are happening right now. If you guys have anything exciting, make sure you put those in the comments also, as different things that you may have going on. I know right now there's a couple of people that are pregnant, so congratulations, new mommies or additional mommies. Gotta add to the family and such. That's always a great point in your life too. Seems like so long ago when my kids were young. Now 2 are in high school and 1's in the Navy. I think it's great. Also, I would like to hear how you guys are spending your retirement. Some of you are in retirement, and other ones will be, obviously, because you're young. How would you like to spend your retirement? Or if you are already retired, how do you compare that to what you expected? Is that what you expected when you retired? Is there something different that you thought it was going to be like? Because that's coming soon for me. I'm excited about that. It's always what you think about when you work. What's it going to be like when you retire? You work for all these years. And if there was any one piece of advice that you could give to yourself when you were young, like a teenager, what would that be? What do you expect that would be? So curious about that. Mine would be definitely save your money. And my idea of retirement is being able to travel. Go where you want, work when you need to, just enough for money to get you food and gas to where you want to go. I want to get a motorhome and just travel. Get rid of everything. Nobody needs things. I pretty much got everything off. My fingers are all dry. Okay. So on my other one, I did put that you could use soapy water. It's supposed to help with the adhesion and get rid of the oils on your fingers. I have not had a problem with that, knock on wood. So I'm just going to go with what I got now, just to kind of see if it'll work. Like I said, my fingers feel really dry right now, so I think it'll be okay, but we'll see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pop these open. This one I used a lighter and just kind of licked my fingers and kind of went around it like that. So it was sealed pretty good, I think. I still feel air in there, but I have used these like 4 times already. I absolutely love these. Like I just can't get enough of them. Okay. Let me just check these real quick, because like I said, they feel kind of crispy. Yeah, they're feeling a little crispy. I don't know how well that's going to work. Okay. The other thing is to try and figure out how I'm going to use them. You know what? I have seen this one thing where they use it almost like a line or a braid. Maybe that's what I'll do. I hate to do this with the plastic over it because it's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm going to do it anyways. Alright, so I'm just going to go straight down like this. I was going to use my X-Acto, but I don't think I need to. Like that. Okay, so now I've got a couple of different options I can do with that. First, I'll see if I can fix this. So, one of the ideas was to, seems like it's actually still pretty sticky. One of the ideas was to put fingernail polish on it. Oh, I'm sorry, fingernail polish remover on it. But I think the same idea would work if you put fingernail polish on it. Because supposedly if you did it that way, then it makes your nails, your nail polish kind of gooey again. It's actually sealed pretty darn good. I don't think I need anything with that. Nice. So I think I'm going to fill this in with the Midnight in Manhattan. And this will be my other side. Alright, this is the tricky part. Okay, so there's the color. And I don't know how to do this any better. If anybody has any ideas, that would be great. Alright. Actually worked out well. Really liking this. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Alright, so I've got those two already. These, so I can do two, let's see, 2 and 2. Actually, I might lay these just like this with a little gap in between. Oh, but that's, that might be too big. Maybe just, maybe one diagonal. And really I could do that for each of them because I could probably cut it in half. Let's see. Yeah, so like that one. You could probably cut that one in half. These are kind of small. Yeah, okay. So now I'll lay down this. So this was already open. Okay, I'm going to grab one of these big ones. That way I can match this to it. I probably should have put it down first. Dang it. Okay. Lesson learned, right? So here to probably here. Okay, wish me luck. Please be enough. Okay. And this is also another trick, because you can use this backside. That way you don't touch it. Nice. Okay. That looks wonderful. Okay. Oof. That's not bad at all. That's so pretty. Okay, and this one I'm just going to straight up put the whole thing on there. Like this. Because it will fit. I think. Uh-huh. Yep. Beautiful. Alright, so like last time. And then right in here, I'm actually going to use my exacto. Please be very careful if you do use this. I know you're mostly adults. And actually, you should do your nails last. So I totally broke that rule. Not too bad. So far, so pretty. Okay. Now I'm going to lay the rest over the black. So I'm going to pick my sizes. Okay. This one. Remember your trick here, like so. Expand. Okay. And we'll do the other side. Actually, I could probably use this third piece for something too. Come on, you. I did a little bit towards my cuticle, so part of it's risen a little bit. A little bit later in the week, I think I'm going to go ahead and try to do that other trick where you're supposed to lay down this backside, and you can make it softer if you just put a little bit of fingernail polish remover, or even another layer, probably of fingernail polish, or just a drop, and kind of smear it around there. I'm going to make it a little more pliable. So I'm going to give that a shot later on too. So again, with our trick, I guess it doesn't really matter. Do this one. Probably the same with this guy too. I could probably have enough to do a third one. So I may actually use both of these extras. We'll see. It's a little high. Be okay. Remember, it is still fingernail polish, so it's kind of... Oh, what colors? This one's Midnight in Manhattan, the black, and then Mardi Gras, my favorite. Totally my favorite. In fact, you turned me on to that one, Chelsea. I don't know if there's going to be enough ever of Mardi Gras. Alright, so this one, I could probably do this guy right here. So, like I said, you're not supposed to do your thumbs first, but of course I broke that rule. So you can always use something a little bit more sharp. You can kind of make your edges. You can kind of push it down in there. And we'll just break the little suckers right off. I don't know if all of the messages are coming through great. I do have my new light, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. It's taken me a while to get that. So this one is going to be a little bit too small to actually do my other ring finger, so I'm just going to start with another one. This one should be fine. Remember our trick. I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I take a little bit longer than normal. Sorry. Okay, so I've got one full side. I have two left to do on this one. So in case we could use that, we could always do it this way. Don't know that we'll be able to, but waste not, right? Anybody that knows me knows I'm cheap. Hate waste. So I'm going to give it a shot. I think this might just work. Actually, I could do something more like, oh, that's alright. I'll make it work. I'll go down further. Go this way. That should cover the majority of the video. That. Yep, that does it pretty good. Alright, so same deal. Okay. Alright, so they're all on. These are actually still okay. So, not that you can't do it, you shouldn't put these on first, because as you saw, I kept trying to use my thumb to try and do the creases or pull pieces or, you know, pull off little chunks and stuff. So just be careful. That's all. And that's why they made that rule. Because people like me would forget about that. Alright. Now, what can I do with these guys? I could do... I think I'm just going to do like stripes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Might have an idea. If I just take it out. Okay. So if I do something like this. Now this one still has the plastic piece on it, which is the toughest thing in the world to find. Here we go. Oh, 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 dang. Alright. So, come on. Ta! Poof. Done. So now I'll just do the same thing to other side. Let's see. Go in. Oh, I'm gonna screw it up, aren't I? Ah. Okay, like. Well, it's not perfect, but it's pretty darn close. I'm going to call this one my crummy nail. You almost always have one when you normally paint your nails, I think. You know, the one that you always bang, or the one that you are constantly having to repaint because you scuffed it. Alright, so there we go. Ooh, what a pain in the butt. Dude, it's tiny. It is the tiniest little piece of plastic that you had to find on there. Like I said, if you guys have a better idea of doing that, that would be awesome to know. Okay. So we'll go opposites like this. for a pinky. I think it just might be. Alright, pinky you are. Okay, see, so this one is not sticking. I was afraid of that. Here is one of the tricks, okay? So, I don't have a paintbrush, so I'm just going to use the tip of this, and I'm just going to do a little bit. Oh, let it spray all over. I just put a little bit of polish remover on there and hit it with a dot. Now you're supposed to leave it for like, what, a couple of seconds or something, and it'll get really pliable. But I'm telling you, man, it's like glue. So, whole strip. Just like so. And I just put that one dot underneath, and it's no longer standing up. I don't know if you can really see that. But it's down. It's good. Alright. So, that one works. In case we need it again, we'll know the trick, right? Alright, so we've got 3. I'll have to use one more for a pinky. Alright, so I'll do this one. Again with that crazy plastic. That tiny piece of plastic is so tiny. Okay. This guy. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Okay. Big old sparkle on there. Nice. God, it's so pretty. Okay, and then this one goes out. So this way. That's pretty close. I'm going to call it good. So this one stayed. Okay, and the other two, I'm just going to scrap the extra. So again, get all of this off. Crazy little tiny piece of plastic. It looks like I'm just taking off air. I'm pretending. But I'm not. Okay. This one, like so. And actually, since I'm almost done, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my straightener. And let it warm up because I am almost done. This one, I'm definitely going to have to put some polish over, I think. Because like I said, with this one, even if you have polish on, you're still supposed to be using it. Which is, of course, going to make all of this kind of gooey. Which is a huge bummer. But I'm going to try it, see what it does. Hopefully it works. And if it does, I'm going to put something like that in the gifts. Because if it works for me and somebody else could use it, absolutely. And last one. Okay. This. Get that stupid piece of plastic on there. There we go. Worked out well. Poof, done. Alright. Not bad at all. I really, really like this. Seems like everything else is on pretty good. It really worked right there. I love it. I don't know how long it takes for this to dry, so I'm going to give this a shot. I'm curious to see. Alright, so I'm going to do it on this nail here. So just a thin layer. And to be honest, with your layerings like this, with your two different colors, you do have that step. And that drives me nuts, because I'll sit there and I'll start picking at it. So putting another layer on was kind of my whole intention. So eventually I'm going to do that to all of them. And I'm just curious to see how long this is going to take really to dry. And if it's going to be all mushy like I think it's going to be. But like I said, it's all trial and error, right? Okay, let's put all this stuff up. So we're going to seal it, right? To break some of these down. My favorite colors. I have to really push them down here because this is all that's left of the pack. Okay. I'm going to keep this little guy just in case. Because like I said, I don't like to waste these. So again, Midnight in Manhattan is the solid black. It is a shiny, like a glass. And then you've got Mardi Gras, which is the purple blue, my absolute favorite. Love it, love it. This one, and then of course the tie-dye. I don't know, I'm starting to get a lot of favorites, is what I'm finding. Okay, to seal these, this is on. It's been sitting here now, it's warming up. Currently, it is $3.92. I don't know if it really matters, I just put it on. So just a little bit, like halfway. You can already see it starting to bubble there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sealed. So one way you can tell is there's always a little pocket of air. And if it's not staying, like you feel the pocket of air dispersing and leaving, then it's not going to work. Here's the next one. About halfway is where I do it there. And then just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta-da! Again, pocket of air, although these ones are a little dry, so I'm definitely going to have to do some more tricks with this one because they're getting a little crustier, unfortunately. Alright, so that's your seal. That's your mixed mani. Again, this is Midnight in Manhattan and Mardi Gras. Beautiful, beautiful. My nails have needed a new one for a while. Loving it. Okay. It is not even tacky. You can kind of see a fingerprint if you hold it for a little while, but it is not even tacky. I don't know how to do this. I'm not great with these things. I don't know if you can tell. So not too bad. Love it. Love it, love it. Yep, so I think I'm going to go through and do all of these with this little guy. It's just going to be one coat. Super easy, super thin. Vitamin E. So let me just do that first, and then I'll do the vitamin E. Because you'll want to put all of that back into your nail, right? I think you're supposed to wait a half an hour. A little impatient though. I'm so excited that that worked. Okay, one more question for you guys. Where are you at? What part of the country or the world are you at? What's the weather like right now? I know the weather's kind of crazy. We've got hurricanes, we've got tropical storms, we've got snow in some places, we've got rain, heat, wind, all that good stuff. So what was today like? I'm just curious. We had an interesting day. It sprinkled up at the airport, didn't do it in town, and then on the way home, it was doing it in Hesperus. Just a little bit of sprinkling, not a whole lot. But the rest of the day was pretty darn warm. Alright, so like I said, I know you're supposed to wait. I'm just a little impatient. So, and I'll just rub it like that. That moisture back in there, because we just took it all out with that fingernail polish remover. And alcohol, because you would get alcohol with your kit, your cheesy kit. And I think most of them come with all of that also. when you get your set. Right. Alright, and of course, there you are. Not too bad. And it is kind of late at night, so I think I'm going to, and I probably also shouldn't do that, I'm probably going to take a shower and then go to sleep. So I guess we'll see how tomorrow looks. I guess most of these are kind of the don'ts. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and post that bingo. If you guys want to go ahead and pick your numbers, it is 5 numbers, 1 through 25. It doesn't matter really the colors, but if you have a certain color, you can do straight across if you want. It doesn't really matter because the numbers are random. So on Friday, I will do a live bingo, and we'll go ahead and do it that way. Make sure that you are online. If you're not online and you get a bingo, you can't get it. So we will make it 8 o'clock. I'm going to try and make it very consistent. Friday at 8. Friday at 8 we'll do something fun. Especially like the lives and the giveaways and stuff like that. Again, if you have favorite games, let's do that. Just tell me what you want. Let's do it. Have a good night, guys.